The S&P topping pattern should continue. Today's August 27th. It's in the evening. Market's closed for the day. It's down a little bit tonight on the futures. We had anticipated a topping pattern that should end on the 26th of August and then work its way down until the 18th of September. And what we're seeing right now is that the 26th was a little high, and the market did come down a day and a half, and it could conceivably come down into Wednesday. But because there's a big mover and a shaker event happening with NVIDIA on Wednesday, it's very likely, based upon the pattern that we expected to see a couple of day rally after the Wednesday low. And in the NVIDIA move, if it's as expected, it's either going to be big up or big down. And because we're expecting a couple of day up in the middle of this topping pattern, it's likely going to continue the topping pattern into next week. And last month, for example, it's interesting, 1 month ago, the market is actually repeating what it did last month upside down. And it does that often. And 2 months ago is repeating right side up. And both of them indicate that the next few days after Wednesday could conceivably be a 2 or 3 day up move. And it's so close to the highs, it's conceivable that we'll take out the highs of the 16th of July as well. And that would make sense, because then everybody would be really bullish and think the market's just exploding. The reality is it's toward the end of a move, and there still should be a very clear decline after the 3rd or 4th of September, and everybody's back to work on Wall Street, down into the 18th when the next Fed meeting happens. So there's several things that are indicating this. The momentum balance technique is still slightly bullish, which is something that we rely on for the short term. And the 1 and 2 month cycles are repeating, and they have been repeating. 1 month ago is repeating backwards, and the 2 months ago is repeating right side up. And they both agree there's one more up move, okay? So for swing traders, if you were anticipating that the high is already in on the 26th, and so far that's true, we don't want you to think that the next few days will go down. More likely, even based upon the intermediate cycles that we're looking at, we should see a rally. But the dip hasn't been big enough to sustain a decent rally if the NVIDIA report is bullish. So there's a pretty good chance we will see the 26th high taken out, and that the market will just extend the topping pattern that started on the 19th of August until the 4th of September. And then we should get the downturn which we expect. The main idea here for day traders is that if you can determine the trend of the day, then you'll have an opportunity to potentially go long for a couple of days. You may wait until the report comes out and not buy into it. It's very risky. But once you see that there's a bullish tone in this report, it probably will continue for at least 2 days or 3 days before the next top comes in.